Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in re-recording audio from,
Legacy
of Goku II. Yeah.
So as continuing conversation from last episode where we re-recorded audio, I discovered that this game came out in 2003.
Yeah.
That is the same year Budokai 2 came out.
Yep.
So Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3 hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah. Again,
so
just
Budokai
to be clear,
1 and
not,
2 came out.
I was going to say, not Budokai Tenkaichi 1, Budokai 1, and 2. Yeah, Budokai 3 isn't out, Budokai Tenkaichi 1's not out, none of the Tenkaichi games are out. This game is, and frankly, I'd say it's really good. So by the way, guys, on here, we are going to die to this guy, because he does half your health and damage, more or less.
2 hits.
Yeah, so you die in 3 hits. It's very bad. So what you have to do with this guy is you have to get him into a specific spot. Oh yeah, I forgot we reset here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get him into a specific spot where you attack him where he can't attack you. Yeah, this is why I put a save point here, guys. I'm just like, no, I refuse to do this. This is where we're talking about. You can just punch him from here safely. He can't attack you, but also it is bullshit hard. He has 1,750 health. But yeah, this is a pretty simple strat of getting him in the corner. He gets stuck there. These guys actually will not attack you most of the time, so you can just punch them to death.
But they obviously can still kill you because it already killed us last episode.
Yeah. Yeah, they can attack you, but often don't. I can't get that item.
Nope.
But yeah, so you just have to play this a little bit strategically where you have to hit him from a spot where he can't hit you. And I think I saved there again. Or no, I definitely didn't. I don't know what I was doing there. Yeah.
He's either stuck on both the capsule and the rock or something.
Yeah.
He's just stuck in the corner.
And here we get into a rhythm where it's just like he just keeps getting turned around and you just keep punching him. And he'll die.
I can't remember if he got an instant level up after killing him.
I don't think we got a level up after killing him. I know. I think we had a level up on this one.
Yeah.
It said 19. We might have actually gotten more than one level. Because you can get more than one level at a time.
You can.
Like, it doesn't do, like, you went up to level 21. You went up to level 22. It just goes up to 22 and does all the numbers at once. That might just be this game, though. I think the next game, it does do them individually.
I think I recommended if you wanted to, you can just gain a lot of off of that dinosaur.
Yeah, the dinosaur does not come back, by the way, so you can't continuously refarm it. It just is. It is a boss.
I think if you came back to the area, like if you really...
No, it is a boss. Like, I think it officially counts the boss.
No, there's a T-Rex in the jungle, and I remember getting a lot of levels off of that one.
Maybe.
Yeah, you see why we hate the Scorpions, guys? They have like a half a second like faster punch than you.
Yeah, I think this is where I start using ki more.
Yeah. And also, guys, we soon discovered that this game likes to prioritize ki, or at least that's what it feels like. It feels like over healing.
Yeah, it will prioritize ki a little bit, and it's not great.
Yeah, and it should be the other way.
And that guy will always hit you right as you come out of the door. Just as a fuck you, if you have 1 health, you die. And then we're immediately going to go save so we don't do that again.
That's where I reminded and told Older Bro to save her right there.
Yep, and there you can see Piccolo is our weakest character. And even when he gets high enough level to beat Gohan in levels, he still will be weaker than Gohan. But we do walk back with him so that he can get more levels. For obvious reasons.
Yep, all the blue powered drones instead of the red ones now.
Yep.
18.
I keep trying to do scans of the map and failing.
Because you don't remember the button.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, and we also notice here on the map, there is what looks like a ledge.
A little ledge.
But I
spot.
think that's just a graphical error. I think that's not supposed to be there. Because
No,
there is nothing there on the map. Like,
yeah, oh, right. This was the exception.
yeah,
where
it's
we were
because
looking to the
that,
other map.
so if you see that bottom of that peninsula at the top of the map there, it, yeah, we'll show it off again here. Yeah, that map where it, like, snakes down and is right above that little gap is also on that map. So it's like a weird graphical problem where they need to display it better. But we do go check it later. It's not a thing. For now, we'll just head forward. Back to the 19 fight area. And yeah, there was a save here. We could have came and just swapped right there. But it's fine. We wanted to get levels on Piccolo. And so here's the first, here's going to be the first spot where we get railed.
We get annihilated.
Yeah, 20 is not easy unless you use the few combos that exist in the game.
We ended up using a faster character.
Yeah, we straight can't use Piccolo because he can't transform and so he can't move fast enough. Because 18 has 2,800 health. And you'll see what happens. And you don't have to do all his health and damage. I think you only have to do 25% of his health and damage, but...
I like how you called Android 2018.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, Android 20, you only have to do 25% of his health and damage, but that's how far we got. Oh, and this is a heads up for you guys playing this game. Using key on androids in this game does not work like most other Dragon Ball games. So if you're fighting 19 or 20, they do not have an animation where they absorb key. They constantly absorb key.
They do
so
it instantly.
if you use any key on them, they heal. So don't do what I do several times in this video and try to shoot them with ki, because it will never, never work. Even though 17 does it, yeah, right there. Even though 17 does it, and it works.
Because they have a different kind of energy supply.
No, it's just because cutscene. But yeah, so this fight does not go over well. And we just eventually switch to, I believe, Vegeta. Because it is ludicrous. I love every bonk. Just wham. There's a, so my friends and I are playing a multi-world Zelda game.
Yeah.
And one of the options in that, and you can see we do an attack from the back and it still heals him. One of the options in that is bonks deal damage. And it's just like, yeah, just punish people for running into the fucking wall over and over again.
What I don't understand is why, like, sometimes you, when you're in a combo and you keep hitting him, you kind of just stop in the middle. Not because a character backed up or anything. It's just you were hitting them and then you just kind of stopped hitting them. See?
Yeah. Oh, right there. That's because he backed up.
Or maybe he got too far.
Yeah, he gets too far away, and I have to move forward to hit him again. That's the problem with Piccolo. He's too slow, and so I can't keep up with him. he'll eventually become so far away that he will get... That if I tried to go hit him again, I'd have to walk up, and in that time, he could punch me. So yeah, here we just switch to Vegeta. Because Vegeta is faster. I should have just saved it before this, but...
I don't think there was really any need to.
And then I try to do that for some stupid reason where I'm like, yeah, let's just let 20 hit us.
I mean, try to do Super Saiyan as soon as possible.
Yeah, but 20 can move. Like, he can book it. There we go. And now you can see we move way faster, and we keep up with him way easier. And you can see how much damage that even Vegeta takes. I think I might even die with Vegeta once. Can't remember. No more. Just go in. And I can't use key. There it is. You have to do, lucky. Yeah, basically 75%. We got to level off on him. 21. Oh, yeah. 20 is one of the hardest fights in the game. And again, we fight him here. We will also fight him again.
We fight him again
multiple
several times. In fact, yeah.
He is always the hardest fight in the game.
Well, I mean, we haven't got up to Cell yet, so...
That's true.
I don't even know how far this game goes.
It ends at the Cell Saga.
Like, it is the entire Cell Saga?
Yeah. Because Boost Fury starts with... It's been 7 years since the boost, since the Cell Saga or whatever.
By the way, if we're talking about other Game Boy, like Dragon Ball games that we have played, I'd say GT Transformations might be the easiest out of all three of them. Because I remember beating that game in like one day.
Yeah. By the way, every single person calls these games action RPGs. And I'm like, I don't consider that to be accurate. Like, I understand they aren't a traditional brawler, but I would view this as very similar to a brawler. Like, I would not... Normal Dragon Ball games are action RPGs. Maybe. I would not compare this to Xenoverse. I wouldn't compare this to any other Dragon Ball games other than, like, themselves.
Maybe open world RPG at minimum.
But it's, again, it isn't open world. That's, I think, a conversation that might have gotten cut as well. At some point, we talk about that it's an open world game series, and the problem is, it isn't. Because open world definitionally means there are no loading zones on maps. Like,
I mean, yeah, you do transition.
Yeah, like the fact that we transition between different parts of the same map makes it not a open world game. Like obviously something like Breath of the Wild still has like transitions to go into a building. But, like, if you're in the main world, you never transition to go to, the desert. Like, even Ocarina of Time is not open world. Because you transition to go between Hyrule Field and, Death Mountain and Kakariko. You transition to go to Hyrule, just to Hyrule Town, or to Castle Town. And it's like, that makes it not open world. Mm. Yeah, here's the part where we talk about how the androids have infinite energy.
And where Vegeta found out that Trunks is his son, I think.
Yeah. Which I appreciate the change that they made, where in Super that's not correct. Like, they don't have infinite energy, they just have so much energy that the characters at this point in the show cannot tell the difference.
No, they still have infinite energy. They explicitly explain that in the Tournament of Power.
Well, yeah, but that isn't possible. Like,
That's
if
what
they...
17 says to 18.
Well, I understand that, but, like, what I'm saying is they have points in the show where they can no longer use ki, right? Like, where they're physically exhausted and unable to use more ki.
Not that I'm aware of.
So you're telling me at no point during the Tournament of Power arc does 17 and 18 lying on the ground, unable to do anything?
So,
Ever.
That's what 17 brings up to 18. He literally looked at 18 and was like, why are you trying to act more human? You have infinite energy. You can go on forever.
Right, but I think that's the point, though. They are technically incorrect. What they have is near infinite energy. Like, their energy is just so ludicrously high that they can recover their ki pretty much instantaneously. But if you're fighting somebody like Zamasu, he outclasses you. It doesn't matter that your ki can near instantly recharge. He can still exhaust it.
He can exhaust them physically, not
Yeah.
necessarily energy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, but that's the point. It doesn't matter if they have technically infinite ki. There comes a point where they physically can't attack anymore, whether they have ki or not. And so it's like, for all intents and purposes, they have a limit. Yeah, I think in this section of the video, guys, we're trying to go through and like see where all the doors are that we haven't explored. Because I think there's a Vegeta one here. And I think this one's 30, so I don't think we go into this one this episode. Yeah, this is the 30 one. So, we'll come back to this one later, and then we go to the next area. The next area has, like, all the 30 doors for every character. There's a lot of doors. But yeah, it's nice... Yeah, it's nice seeing that the androids still have limits. Because that's the impression you get in this series, is that the androids don't really have limits. And they do, it's just infeasible to reach. I think I go here to explore the West City map, because I'm like, I can't remember where the last thing is.
Because we tried to see if Dr. Briefs has...
Oh yeah, we're trying to look for doors,
dialogue.
and then I'm like, oh wait, we just completely fucking missed an area. So we end up going to that. And then, yeah, we later go back and are talking to Dr. Briefs to be like, hey, do you have any special dialogue? And this game does that occasionally, but not much. It's very rare that it has special dialogue for any character. I think the actual only special dialogue in this game, it's not from talking to people. It's not usually from talking to people, like just normal people. It's from bosses. So like, for example, as we showed off in like the second episode, if you fight the T-Rex with Piccolo, you get different dialogue from him than if you fight him with Gohan.
The Triceratops.
Yeah, the Triceratops, sorry. But yeah, you get different dialogue from him. And I think the same thing happens with other people. Like, if you do the entire section of this area, where we came the first time, I think we did it with Gohan, or no, we did it with Goku. If you do the whole thing with Piccolo, some of the characters have different dialogue about him being like, Why is your skin green?
Yeah, which was funny, but
Yeah.
racist.
Well, yes, but it's definitely... Look, he's a Yoshi. It's fine. But no, seriously, that's the only kind of dialogue that's any different in this game. Is just people making comments like that, depending on who the character is. But it's rarely random people doing that. It's almost always, this boss has special dialogue. And yeah, we missed a golden capsule. We missed a guy we had to rescue. We missed this capsule. So, not doing a very good job of exploring, apparently. I mean, I say that, but we've explored most places we can explore. Just missed some stuff. Okay, I think after this we go back to the plot. Because there's not much else we can do.
Nope.
Yeah, I think I was checking to make sure that the maps don't have, like, a global... Because in some games, all the maps that are in an area, that are inside, will all be on the same map. And I don't think this game does that. It might do that in sub-areas. Like, it might do that in Capsule Corp. I can't remember. But it definitely doesn't do that in most places. Yep, and here we are, Northern Mountains.
Yep.
So, yep, this is where Dr. Giroux's lab is.
And boy, do we have fun.
Yeah, right here. We have fun right here. Time to fight the pigs. And fight them we won't. They will fight us. Now the sad thing is, guys, those don't respawn. So once you collect the capsule and leave, they never come back. Yeah, it looks like everybody is describing these games as a bit too easy, except, and they're like, but the first one's hilariously bad. Or hilariously hard, in some cases.
I think these games are just challenging enough.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree. I can't imagine them making them ludicrously harder.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd ever get a remaster of these games or a port.
I could imagine getting a port, but the problem is I think they already did that.
No, we don't. The closest we have to like older games getting moved onto newer generation consoles that are Dragon Ball Z related is Sparking Zero.
There's literally a collection that has like 2 of these games in it. That's definitionally a port. Like,
What, Legacy of Goku?
yeah. I kept getting shots, like whenever I was trying to find a thumbnail for the series, which I couldn't, so I had to build one. I kept getting shots for the collection. So
there is a collection, but it's still on the Game Boy.
there's no way that they could
Yeah,
put 2 of these into a collection on the Game Boy. That's impossible.
They did that.
There's no way on earth.
Like, I saw the same thing you saw. Or it's a ROM hack that somebody put both your games on. I remember it's like Legacy of Goku 1 and 2 or something like that.
What the fuck is this thing talking about? Sorry, I'm being distracted by looking up information about this game, guys. They're describing this game as heavy RPG elements.
No.
In what fucking universe is having capsules that boost 1 stat and a level up system heavy RPG elements?
I don't even know if I'd say it's an RPG.
I don't think this is an RPG. Like, what? Is it an RPG because you have 3 attacks? And some of them you unlock by, collecting them? By talking to an NPC? Like, that's a brawler does that all the time. Again, River City Girls has collectible attacks. Yeah, this is where we find out you can't leave the fight. So, be prepared to die.
But, sorry, I did forget about one Dragon Ball collection. Budokai collection, however, it's only 1 and 3.
Well, yeah, that one too.
But it's not on, like, the PS4 or the PS5 or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the collection was Boo's Fury and GT Transformation.
What? On what console? Still
That
Game
was
Boy?
on Game Boy Advance. But that one makes more sense because GT Transformation is so simple. And, like, I can imagine fitting that on.
But yeah, I would like to see a classic Dragon Ball game collection. Because they did something similar for Mortal Kombat. They had all the classic Mortal Kombat games put into one collection. So I'd like to see Dragon Ball have that. Because there are not, like, I don't think I've played any other, like, 16, 18-bit Dragon Ball games outside of Legacy of Goku 1 and 2. And Transformations. That's kind of it. I don't count Devolution because it's not an official game.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they actually talk about this on the Wikipedia page. The thing I'm talking about. I can't remember if we die here. But yeah, on the Wikipedia page for the series, they talk about how this game and Boo's Fury has near identical dialogue to the anime.
Oh.
So yeah, it is actually that notable. These are some of the only games where the dialogue is near identical to the anime. Because most games just rewrite the dialogue because it's, again, nothing against Toriyama, but his dialogue is very wordy. And sometimes when you're in an action game, when you just want to get to the fights, you want to shorten the dialogue a little bit.
And then we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is near so identical to the anime that you can't even tell if the lines are different or not.
Yep, here we get level 20. And I think we end up going back. We don't end up fighting 20 again because we're like, that's stupid. Yeah, we are getting ludicrously killed by these pigs. That's one of the interesting things about this game is your stats matter to an extent, but they don't matter hugely in terms of the enemy damage. Like, they will still do...
right now.
Yeah, if you get up to, like, full 100 stats, then, yeah, these enemies might do very little damage to you, but it's not one damage. They'll still do a bit. So it's like it never becomes easy or free to walk through an area. You still have to fight the enemies. And yeah, I think we end this episode before we get the next level. Because we're just like... It's late. We'll switch to Gohan. But we do actually get the next level before the next episode. We just don't show that off. So yeah, I think this is where we end. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We will come back next time and continue on in Legacy of Goku 2. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See ya then.
Goodbye.